man, pardon me, as I come back. As I did it, I had to beg your pardon. When I travel through the turn, I roll with the squadron. Row, like a dungeon dragon. Take a little jaws cause the pants are sagging. Try to catch the fish, I will put you in a turban. And have it smelling right, it's the bone scale urine. Chuckity choco, the chocolate chicken. The rear got diesel, but chicks they were kicking. Yo, bust it out before the buster, not the round, the rhythm and stick. The round the old time. Keeping up the sound just like Irving to yo. I'll turn the vibe and check out the scenario. Yeah, my man, yo. What's the scenario? Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. What's the scenario? Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario?
Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome to another Severance Sunday, also Super Bowl Sunday. So this will be premiering earlier than usual so that you all can enjoy Kendrick Lamar, his halftime performance. Go Eagles. Throwing that out there. Team Jalen Hurts is probably the only reason, but y'all know how it is. This episode 4, season 2, Severance started off a little slow, but we went out with a bang. Irving, MVP all the way, and he stood on business the whole episode, whole time, and I hope that he's not gone the whole season and that we get to see more of him, because your boy said I clocked the T, and until y'all come clean, I'm holding it right here. Because I'm tired of y'all playing in my face. Because they was really playing in his face. They was playing in all of the Innie's face at this point, with them trying to pretend that that was Helly. Because we knew, and Irving was like, I'm sick of it. I'm not playing these games with y'all no more. And sometimes you got to get the truth by any means necessary. But y'all know that I'm not here alone. Charles, how you feel about your boy Irving on this episode?
I mean, we called it, man. Irving's gonna die. But nah, he was the only one that stayed on point, man. He the only one that's like still on the mission. Like, come on.
Like everybody else got their own separate agenda and playing games. He was just like, look, we had a plan. I'm gonna stick to it. Y'all falling off. Y'all getting distracted. Blah blah blah. I guess I'm gonna have to be the one that has to be radical here and get the answers because everybody else playing and y'all all focus. I bet you now y'all will get back on task. I bet you now y'all will get on task. But first thought, what is your overall impression of episode 4?
It was pretty good. I mean, I don't like these rug pulls, man. You end one episode with this is where we're going, and then you start the next episode like brand new. Like, come on, man, what's up with it? Buddy had just got reintegrated or whatever. And it's like y'all lead off somewhere else. I hate that. But other than that, it was a pretty dope episode. Last episode was still better though. That's still the best episode.
Yeah. What they're saying is that sometimes the reintegration process takes time. So even though like the procedure happened, it's gonna take time for the innie and outie to be like one.
No,
If
I
it's a
feel
success.
that. I feel that,
Yeah,
but
they did. They didn't wake up. Yeah, we didn't end off where we left
the
off, which
time
means we
skip,
might have to
man. Like
do a backtrack or something along those lines. Yeah. Y'all let us know in the comments what were your first impressions of Severance episode 4 and where do you rank that amongst the others? Because y'all know we're gonna break this episode down. This is gonna be spoiler filled. If you are new here and you have not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more content and hit that thumbs up. Because we're gonna get into this episode, y'all. Because even though it didn't seem like it was a whole lot, if you really go by and break up this little stuff, it's some things that happen. Starting with this little field trip that they took that they didn't tell us about. And number one, I like how the episode began. It ended the way it began. It started with a solo close up of Irving B. With the his them doing the switch, and then it ended with like the close up of him switching back to his Audi form, and them all waking up in the in the snow on a little work retreat. You know how sometimes they want to take y'all out and do little bonding
Yeah,
activity.
hell yeah,
I think things like that just be so triggering. I promise y'all, that's why I work remotely now. I am at the house because I've just had so many. This show really be triggering my trauma from the work environment because I worked at a job before where once a year they would take us to um, Clarks Hill Lake in Augusta for like team building skills
hmm
or whatever. And of course, me and a lot of my black coworkers was just like, Clark Hill Lake is just another lake Lanier, basically. Like, I don't, it's uncomfortable. And
Yeah,
we know what this is that y'all are bringing. Like, there is, like, we're, and it's hot outside. And why are we even here? Y'all think this is supposed to be fun? Just, I'd rather be in the office sometimes than do this foolishness. And then we got to be
yeah.
here with y'all. So it ain't like
It's
we
not
can
a lot of
completely be comfortable and even enjoy ourselves. We still at work. We on the clock.
it- it's not a lot of cultural sensitivity when it comes to those things. Like we're about to do some white people stuff at a place where some bad stuff happened to black people.
Want y'all to,
Right.
this is gonna be fun. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Just comfortable. It's gonna be a good, team building skills day, at work. And no, it's not. It's
Yeah.
not. I dreaded those team building activities. I had another job that would take us a bowling. Then they even would shut the clinic down early and say that we would spend the last half of the day and go bowling. I hate bowling. And why would you do what? And then y'all forced us to go because then it's like we're still on the clock, so we have to go and participate in this activity. Like I don't know, no,
I
none of these
mean, I
are
like
fun.
bowling though. Bowling sounds dope. I ain't never had them problems. I ain't worked for no corporation like that.
Yeah, the see, I've had so many of these type experiences as to why remote work is where it's at right now. So they take their, their ortho. Although they could have told these people ahead of time, because why would you let them wake up in the snow? Like they don't even know what's going on here at this point. It's almost like
Yeah,
they feel like they were kidnapped. Like, like don't just thrust me into some foolishness like that. It's giving hazing, just a little bit, and I'm gonna leave that right there. But it's giving, it's giving hate, just a smidge, and we don't know what's going on here. And they're just trying to figure out what what's going on, like why are we in the church, why are we watching this wheel in TV and the things that I hadn't seen since I was in high school. That's how old I am, because we ain't seen no wheel in TVs in a while since I was in school, to try to get them to figure out what they're doing right now. And number one, why would you have this will and TV when again they be playing with the tech here? Because he got this, but yet that there's smartphones, there's walkie talkies, there's this tech, the Severance technology, but yet you gonna show them a videotape on a will and TV. Charles, how did you feel about this opening?
yeah, it's weird. They do got like a retro futuristic vibe, but I did notice off the bat the little bow bow is robot. Like that is robot. Like it's an anagram. You know what I'm saying? Like they playing with words and stuff. I noticed that off the rip.
Mhm.
I'm good with words because I remember it was this show with Stan Lee was some superheroes. It was a guy on there named Rotorot or whatever. And I was like, that's traitor because the dude ends up being a bad guy. So
Yeah.
so when I
You
saw
better put
that,
them degrees to use.
no, when I saw that on the real, I was like, robot, what the hell? So when I saw the little clones or whatever, I thought they were robots. The little clones
Yeah,
of themselves. I was
yes.
like, are they
And that is
robots?
weird. And see that, and it took me a second. I had to go back and look at like the clone things, and it further makes me think of y'all again. Y'all got to stay with me with Attack on Titan. Y'all remember when they was creating them soulless people? Well, I think they was called like Inoculus or something
It's
like that.
not Attack on Titan. You mean Full Metal Alchemist?
That's the one, Full Metal Alchemist, not Attack on Titan. That's the one with the giant candles. Not that one, but yes, Full Metal Alchemist, where they were trying to recreate humans, but they were like
That
spiritless and soulless.
homunculus. Yeah.
That those type things that was there. And when I saw those clones things, I was like, is that them trying to inorganically create these humans, but they don't really have like the real
So
the spirit and the soul of a real person that's in it, but more of these sinister inner makings of whatever it is that's
so what
happening
are they
adds
doing?
up.
Programming a soul? How do you program
Or
a soul?
maybe it's not them programming a soul, maybe it's consciousness of the living they're trying to put into the fabricated bodies. Like maybe there's some spirits already out there that need a plate, that need a vessel.
I'm not at all high enough for this. Not at all.
Well, I'm gonna need you to be, because this is gonna take a lot of brain. I need an illogical mind right now while we're breaking this stuff down, okay? Because it's not gonna make sense, but it's gonna make sense in the end. Because probably the most outlandish and foolish stuff is what it's gonna be. Okay, so we find out that Kier has a brother, and it's giving Cain and Abel. Because as we find out that his brother Dieter passed away because he committed some kind of sin, he committed a sin, and they somehow nature took him or some foolishness. It's giving Kier took him, not nature. It's giving Kier is not telling the whole truth about that story, and that he took his own twin down. I don't know what. Tell me what you think about Dieter and his story, Charles.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kier killed him because you know how Woe came to Kier afterwards. The Woe
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
whatever.
The one of the tempers that you're
Yeah,
supposed to conquer.
yeah. So like, yeah, I'm pretty sure like that was his guilt, But I kind of got confused at the campfire scene. We'll get to it, but I don't know. Did he kill his brother for jerking off? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
See, this is what I think is happening. Okay, it's what I think. Gotta gotta stay hang in there. So I feel like that's a lie. I feel like they told a fabricated story in order to kind of scare the innies into like submission, and to say like, if you do certain things, then bad things like this is going to happen to you, to cover up the fact that Kier is the one who actually killed him. We're not going to tell that part. We're going to make it seem like his death was because he did a bad thing.
so
And if you
like,
do bad things, something is going to happen. Like nature is going to take its course or whatever.
on some Catholic shit, like if you jerk off, you go blind.
I hadn't heard that one, but I have not heard that one. I have not seen that one written, but absolutely, I think that Lumon is trying to use this Kier cult as a means to oppress the innies. Because think about it, these innies are in pretty much servitude. And if we think about colonization, remember, they didn't take the actual Christian religion, they altered it. They didn't
Mhm.
tell them the truth. So they used an alternate form of religion to keep them in bondage and to make them think that it was their role, and that if they didn't, these things would happen, and that their job is to do this because of. I think this care cult is this whole bunch of foolishness in order to train the minds of the innies to behave and do what they want them to do. That's
All
just me.
right, I can see that, but I don't get why they lied to him about stupid stuff like the size of the waterfall. Like, dude said it was the tallest waterfall in the world. That's a lie. I mean, we don't know what world this is, but that can't be the tallest waterfall.
Because to make them seem like they know more, to make it seem, to give them the upper hand of superiority, like, and like to make it seem like this is the tallest waterfall in the world, and like Lumen loves us so much they would bring us to see something as spectacular as the tallest waterfall ever. That is just so nice of them.
Right. And our group's reaction was, oh, okay.
Because they don't even see, they don't even know what a waterfall is. It's the first time they've been outside. They don't even know.
Or that dead thing. Was it a seal that was dead? Did they walk by?
I don't even know what it was, but y'all trying to show them this magnificent waterfall and it's dead animals out here. It just it's kind of distracting from the beauty of
Yeah.
nature.
And it looked
Because
like it was killed. Like the way it was dead, it didn't look natural.
exactly, because why is it there? Why is it there?
And
It
bloody and beat up and looked like somebody stumped it. Like
like it went through some things. Yes, they
yeah,
didn't. It wasn't a natural nature death that happened there.
exactly.
It was
Freaking man,
purposeful.
like where are they? Man, I don't know. That's crazy. I'm telling you, they in the simulation.
Whole simulation again. Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know. What do y'all think of Dieter's story? Do y'all think that it's a Cain and Abel type story where Kier did something to him? Uh, are we in a simulation? What are your thoughts on that? Please tell us in the comments. Now, Mr. Milkshake, Seth, you ain't have to throw they damn marshmallows in the fire like that. Now, that was just me.
Oh
Okay.
man.
And why the hell is Sue Young ass out here on this damn camping trip? Where are her parents? Why is you out here in the woods with all these adults? Don't you have class or something? Where your mama at? Number one. Helena gave it away. It's again sitting at the campfire because while Seth is reading them this damn story from the book of Kier or the appendix that he added, she's laughing because she knows it's all foolishness.
Yeah.
Because that's really that's Helena, not Helly. And because the innies, they don't get reading material, so anything that they listen to, they take it in. They're soaking it in.
Mhm.
She's the only one who's been exposed to other reading material and real books, and she knows that her family that she's an Egan, and all of this stuff is a bunch of foolishness, and so it's hilarious to her. She's laughing, but the other ones don't know because they don't know about real books, and they don't know that her family is the Egans, the one that created this mess.
Yeah, she seems to not like her family, man. Like she doesn't take she doesn't take the indoctrination seriously. She like even I mean being on the inside like that and knowing that there's a purpose behind this indoctrination, but still looking at it and looking down upon it like, oh, this bullshit again. Like that's what her attitude to me, and that's when I mean we already kind of knew she wasn't Helliar, but at that moment, I was like, "Yeah, get the fuck out of here!" Like, you, she really like blew her cover then. But even then, freaking Mark wasn't listening. Mark was thinking with his other head.
Exactly. This whole campfire was just a big disaster. They still could have let them make them s'mores though. Okay, Soo Young would have liked that and told them to dump them
Oh
all in the
wow,
fire.
he
Okay,
was too young.
y'all could have did it for y'all could have did it for the child. Let her
But
make her little s'mores.
it's crazy how like Seth does like reward and punishment. There's such a disdain for like the process in his facial features and
Mhm.
everything. Like he's like, oh my god, I gotta do this again. Oh my god, he's like a Negro at work.
And he just get upset because it's like his employees don't want to behave and act like they're supposed to. It's like because it's like the cult of Kier is doing everything to turn these people into slaves, but his team not acting right. They're like the rebellious children, and he gets upset because they won't do right.
Not now, like just because of he's been on the outside and inside, like he's not severed, but because of like how he's reacting to how they're acting, it makes me wonder like how long were they there? Like how long have they been working for Lumen? And from the beginning, from when they signed up as their outies to be an indie, like how long has that been? Because I mean, everything changed when Helly showed up and tried to leave, tried to kill herself, all that kind of stuff. And Seth seemed to be a-okay before the end. So it's like, where was everything going according to plan for months or years? And then all of a sudden the brother get the head job and everything going to shit.
Nah, he was still very condescending then, coming in there with them short sleeve white button up shirts on, smiling, bringing in music dance experiences and stuff, and let's take team pictures and stuff, and
I
all that stuff.
think that's just his personality, though. I think he's just abrasive. He's just a nasty, nice person. You know what I'm saying? Like he
That's
real
just like
nasty, but he nice about
exactly.
it.
But when he's nice, he wants you to know, and you're supposed to appreciate it at that time. And when you don't appreciate it, then he gets because it's just like all I did for you, and you don't appreciate all of my hard work that I did for you people. Mm-mm. Seth,
Yeah.
that ain't it. That ain't it. Sitting over there with your all white on looking like Wesley Snipes. So we know Irving clocked it a long time ago. And he said, you know, they look like they about to, they about to get something going. I need to go ahead and give him the heads up because at least then he can't say I ain't tell him. So he needed because apparently he ain't seen it yet. I don't know how he ain't seen it. I'm seeing it right now. And he tries to let him know. Okay, look, that ain't who you think it is. She's lying. And of course, Mark forever being a skeptic. I don't know what you're talking about. No, it's not. You don't know. You don't know that for sure. I hate a skeptic. I'm gonna need in situations like this, I need y'all to just be question and believe everything. Question and believe everything. And
Man,
you've known Irving longer. You're supposed to believe
Mark
him.
wasn't thinking with his right mind, man. Like he was. I mean, you got their innies are basically virgins, so you know what I'm saying. So yeah, Mark wasn't thinking with that. He wasn't hearing that. Not at that moment. But the first thing I thought was that Mark cheated because I was like, hold on. I mean, not on his original wife, but on Helly. You know what I'm saying? Because like he banged
No, no, no.
Helen.
Did Mark cheat or did Helena take advantage of
Oh my God, yes, she did, didn't she? Oh my God, wait.
him? Mm-hmm.
Because he didn't
Mm-hmm.
know. He didn't know. He didn't know. Oh
He
my
didn't
God.
know. He didn't.
But he didn't
Just
want to know though, like either. You know what I'm saying?
but just like remember
Now
remember on the
blaming the victim.
remember on the boys when what's the name?
Starlight and Fish Boy.
No, Starlight and Huey. Remember the Starlight was like cloned or whatever, like a shapeshifter cloned Starlight
Oh yeah, she. Oh yeah.
and slept with Huey. And then when Huey found out afterwards, he was like messed up. Like
Yeah.
like
She kind of was like, "Hey, well, how come you couldn't tell it wasn't me though?"
and that's when we was like, he was just assaulted. Like we sitting like he's going through things. He was just assaulted by a shapeshifter. at this
Yeah.
point. That's a lot. And basically Mark needs to sit in that. No, I don't think he cheated on Helly R. I think that Helena took advantage of him and she took Helly R's man. Mark don't want you Helena. He was here for Helly.
Bruh. And like she's such a hater. She hated herself. How
Mm-hmm.
you how you hating some of
Mm-hmm.
your
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
oh my god.
See,
Yeah.
y'all got to think. I got to put it into perspective a little bit.
Man, her
You
her
know,
whole family trash. Like they all just
oh,
terrible.
she's definitely trash for this, and she knew that Irving was on to her. Okay, he was not letting up off of her ass for a minute
Yeah, she
at
tried to
all.
break bread, but she gave him a seal or some shit. She
He
gave
was
him a
like,
snow
nah,
seal or something.
no, like nope, mm-mm. It ain't finna work on me because I don't
Yeah,
like you like
no.
that, boo. I've been working here long enough and I'm reading people real well. And I know you ain't the real one. And that's okay. And see, as long as I know, I ain't gonna be the only one who know.
I
I'm
mean,
about to
like
get it.
Irvin had to have some. He has some kind of investigative skills
Mm-hmm.
that he's bringing over from his out.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I mean, for us on the outside looking in, we're watching the whole thing, so of course we figured it out. But with them, he had very little to go on. He was stuck on that garden at night thing, though. Like that was a bad lie. Like that was a real bad lie. He was super stuck on that. But
I'm
the
gonna see.
thing that
Look
got
how many
me,
people that'll work on a night gardener.
oh
Cause
my
what you
god,
planting with no
and what are
sun?
you planting? What are you doing? But like what really got me with Irv was like his as far as his observation skills go was when he said that Helly isn't cruel. And like, it makes sense because they're severed. They don't have the capacity for cruelty because he is learned. You know what I'm saying? So for her to come at him like that, like the question everybody should have had is where did that come from? Like, where did you get that from? Where did you get that? Like you know too much. Like you're bringing outside insults in here that we've never that we've never done before because we're all brand new people. So yeah, he figured that out quick. The moment she did that, and at first I thought she hurt his feelings. Then I realized it was more of a contemplation on his part. Like, okay, now I know for sure you're not gonna. At first I thought, but now I know. Yeah, Buddy was on it, man. We said Irv was gonna figure that out. We said he
Exactly.
figure out a lot of stuff, but
He
hopefully,
he clocked it real hard and confronted her about it, and I with him with that because he's just like, stop playing with me, you know. Stop playing in my face. But you all, if you are here and you have not hit that subscribe button, if you are not a channel member, what you waiting on? Hit that join button. There's exclusive content that is only available for channel members only, lives, members only polls, content that's not available on the channel for the public. Come on, join the Final Girls and Final Guys, or Screen Kings and Screen Queens. Again, thank you to all the subs. Thank you to all the channel members. And we are going to conclude what happened at the end of this episode in just a second.
Well, imagine as I'm pacing the pews in a church corridor, and I can't help but to
Thank you.
hear. No, I can't help but to hear him
Thank you.
changing the
Thank you.
Thank you.
What a beautiful
Thank you.
wedding. What a
Thank you.
beautiful wedding.
Thank you.
Bridesmaid to a waiter. But what a shame. What a shame. The poor groom's bride is a whore. I chime in with a haven't you people ever heard of? Closing a goddamn door. No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of voice and rationality. I chime in. Haven't you people ever heard of?
Thank you.
Closing a goddamn door. No, much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of.
can't hear you.
On mute. What a surprise. As we know, this episode was heavily centered on Irving. And my man went into the woods at night. He didn't even want to sleep necessarily. I don't want to be around none of y'all traitors. Traitors. Went and slept in the woods in the cold and said, I almost froze to death. But he had a dream. Irv's subconscious been telling him stuff because Irv been trying to send him subconscious messages, trying to communicate with him, and he's been doing this across time. So things are bleeding into his subconscious. So he had that dream, and he said, "All right, I ain't playing with y'all no more. Mm-mm. I ain't playing with y'all. I'm about to stand on business. Seth, you better tell him. Helena, you better tell him. Y'all better tell him. And if y'all don't tell him, this is gonna be it for her."
Oh yeah, he's like, nah.
So either you bring Helly back, or both of them gonna be gone. And when I say gone, I mean gone. Okay, he wasn't playing no games with y'all. I said, see, this is how you stand on business and play with these people, because Lumon will play in your face and act like you ain't. Lumon is full of gaslighters. Okay, they will gaslight the mess out of you. And he said, not today, not today, because see, you know what? I had a dream.
Wow.
In this dream, the truth gonna come out here today. Cause I ain't doing this. I'm not playing with y'all no more. I'm not finna do it. Cause y'all not finna make me seem like I'm crazy. Cause I got something for all of y'all today. And Seth was pissed.
Yeah.
Uh,
To say the least. That's the most direct emotion we ever got from Seth.
he was a little upset about that. And Dylan at that time was like, "This is my friend. I should have listened to you." But Dylan was too preoccupied with, I got to make sure I see Gretchen again. Because first of all, Dylan, that's not even your family. That's Dylan's family. That's not really your family. So you preoccupied, and the family ain't even yours. You should have been having Irving's back this whole time. Mark's sitting there like he's dumbfounded. He don't even know what to say. He just sitting there like, well, damn, who did I sleep with last night? Like, this real? Like, is he like he really about to drown her? Like, for real? Like, and Milkshake is lying to? Oh, what a surprise! Because Milkshake don't do nothing but lie. Okay, that's all
Yeah.
he is good for is lying. How did you feel when you seen Irving dunk her ass
Oh
in that
man,
damn
he
water?
was drowning his ass. I mean, he did what he had to do. But
Mhm.
I'm curious as to why they didn't put someone on Irving, because they put Helena on Mark to spy on him and keep him in check. And they gave Dylan a reason to, stay in line. But Irving was kind of up to his own devices. I mean, he was kind of the model employee for that group or whatever, but at the same time, he's still a wild card. Like he had been roaming the halls as well,
Mhm.
and mingling with other departments too. And they didn't put anybody on him, so he didn't have any distractions. He had the ability to see right through their BS. But Dylan and Mark, man, them distractions work. They work perfectly fine. Like,
They
but yeah, so if
definitely.
it wasn't for Herb, man, everybody be back on task, doing whatever they supposed to be doing.
Your boy.
Yeah, man, I told you he was gonna die. I mean, technically, any Herb is dead. Technically, yeah.
Is he dead, or is he in a place where he's like, what happens to like the any person? Because like we don't know what like happens in their mind, you know what I mean? So is it like he's there and he can't get out, and it's just like I'm there, but like
I think the
but
lights are just
unreachable?
out. Cause when they was doing the whole go to the break room thing, it's like they'll wake up and then they're going right back to the break room. Wake up, right back to the break room. It's like the lights are out until they get there, and then they don't even experience sleep because the alley sleeps. So, well, Irv's alley didn't sleep, but that was on purpose. But
Right.
yes, I think it's just lights out. Like if you don't believe in the afterlife, then I think what the Innies experience and they turned off is the no afterlife. You know what I'm saying? Like, just no existence. That's what I'm thinking. But I mean, like with Mark being half in, half out, you know, and knowing about Irv being fired, if they keep their memories, because Seth was said a lot, like she was be stripped from the records and all that kind of stuff. It's like, does that mean they're gonna wipe their memories of him? You know what I'm saying? Of Irv?
And I was thinking that too, because see, now that this has been exposed, they know that they were all in cahoots together. They know because Seth was had the ability to flip the switch. You know what I mean? And make the call, which shows that he knew that um that Helena was only acting like Helly are. So you knew that that wasn't really her as well. That y'all two knew, and y'all was playing in everybody else's face. So what does that say? That you knew, and are they going to try to like wipe this whole day away from their memories, or wipe away Irving's memory, or make it seem like they didn't see what they saw? And what was like, what is y'all's end game here? Because both of y'all were working together to spy on them, to do what is that going to make them feel like working there and being? And he's like, ain't enough pineapples that can make them unsee this at this point. Because what was it all for? And how is that going to affect Mark S, who has now been integrated, to know that they were pretty much had a whole little plot against the Innies, and they weren't even telling them.
Yeah.
And that's why it's like, that's so unethical when there's something going on with a part of you and you won't even know it. Like, there's this whole big elaborate scheme going against your Innie, but the Audi version of you, all you think you're doing is going to work every day.
It's diabolical, man.
So y'all drop down in the comments and let us know. Do y'all feel like this has been a whole simulation? Do you all think that Seth is going to try to erase their memory of this whole thing? What is the punish? Is there going to be a punishment for this for the others? Because what are they going to do in response to? Because they're not going to be happy finding out that Seth and Helena tricked them.
Yeah, nah.
Like, they're not gonna be able to go in that office and look at them the same. So there has to be a consequence.
They can't trust the company. I mean, they knew that, but they got reminded of that real quick. But I wonder how, like, why is Mark so important, but they're able to just fire Irving? You know what I'm saying? Like, Irving's finding data too. So why is Mark's involvement so important? Like, that's the question that keeps coming up with me, because there's this effort to keep Mark on board with whatever he has to do with that Cold Harbor thing. Like,
I think it has a lot to do with Gemma / Miss Casey.
with his wife. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but why does it have to be somebody personal to you? I mean, does it have to be somebody personal to you to see the right numbers? You know what I'm saying? Because the numbers that pop out to them whenever. So maybe that's it. I don't know. Hope they explain that. That's bothering me.
Y'all put your theories in the comments. What do y'all think? That what are these scary numbers for? Are they individual to each person? Or is this how they are programmed to upload? Or are they using this to upload their own consciousness? And maybe the numbers look different for everybody because they're only programmed to kind of recreate their own sense of consciousness in a way. So then that really would be like, well, why is Mark's consciousness more important than everybody else's? Were they trying to gain from everyone? I want y'all to put y'all's theories in the comment section. Let us know. What do you think is going to happen in episode 5?
I don't know, man. I'm hoping Mark's integration takes full effect so we can get like, does he have memories of sleeping with with Shorty? And
Well, because he started glitching, so
he did start glitching in that. And like with Irving gone, if both Marks remember, will he reach out to Irving's Audi? Well, Audi Mark, I mean, reach out to Irving's Audi.
That's a good question. Will he try and go and see him on the outside? I want to see where we at in Mark's reintegration process. Like, where is he at? Is he combined enough? Is it going to malfunction? Where are we going to be at with the glitching? I want to know what's going to happen with Dylan, because I feel like Dylan feels really betrayed right now.
Oh yeah,
because that was his work bestie, and he was supposed to be there and had his back. And I want them to go. Somebody need to switch Helena and Helly real back to slap the shit out of her, and then bring Helly right back. Because
I think she got roughed up enough. He was dragging her ass like.
Because sleeping with your Annie's man is wild. That is completely. She's unhinged for that.
Oh yeah, she's crazy. The whole
that is completely.
Like she saw the interaction between her, Annie, and Mark, and she was like, "Oh, like come on, bro." Oh my God!
Like you can't find you somebody in the real world. You can't wait to find you somebody. She goes after somebody that's number one, whose real wife is still alive, and he's not only trying to figure that out, but he's gonna build an office romance with the Annie. And you feel like this is a viable candidate? That lady is diabolical.
Yeah,
for what she's doing right now. And I need y'all to. I don't need her to get away with this. Like, I need a plot to happen to take her down.
She's a real ass villain, but like, damn, like how you punish her without punishing Helly on, like.
But definitely kudos to that actress for being able to portray two very different characters, and then portray one of those characters trying to act like the other one. That's good acting right there. So I'm gonna need them to look at her when the awards shows and stuff come around.
Yeah,
these are the type of people. Yeah, exactly. These are the type of people we need to consider for what she's doing in this show. I really appreciate it. And Ben Stiller with his direction with this show is absolutely amazing. Again, if you guys haven't already, hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe for more content. We got a lot of stuff coming. It's Black History Month, y'all. So we got more content coming with that. Y'all know the Captain America panel is this month. Y'all enjoy the Super Bowl, and we will see y'all in the next one.
Peace.
I need the cash. I need it fast. I treat the stash like it's up for grabs. On the road to the riches, my foot on the gas. I chase the success like it's my last. I wake up in the morning, thank the Lord that I made it up. I was so close to the edge like a bad bitch, baby help. I turned a little nothing in the show, like I put a bun in the oven. I first get red like a newborn. If you want with me going through storms, then you can't make it rain with me. You ain't in the struggle when the struggle tryna hustle. Don't play with me. You sleep for a week, you spend the day with me. Look at my shoes, have problems even lacing it. If I handed you my talent in the cup, you know dry niggas will probably end up wasting it. Now who's gonna clean up that